Everybody has a podcast.
Hello. Welcome in. Doing the show, everybody. How was your weekend? Weather getting more like springtime every day. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Man.
Jay Wiggy, take out the trash!
Crackle Pop, call me Captain Crunch. That song's been in my head and I have no idea why. Man, Grant Mills, it was a pretty weekend, that was for sure. It's been a minute since we've had a pretty consistent nice weather weekend. I think tomorrow is rainy and gusty. Are we getting back to cold temperatures? Probably. March is a weird month, known for tornadic activity, St. Patrick's Day, and spring break. You know, Grant Mills, I was actually thinking about spring break today. We went on a spring break or one, long time ago, maybe one. You
One
remember
for
those?
sure.
One for sure. That was a good one, man. We were there for, a week or so? God. To live those days again, my friend. God, you know, you never realize how good you had it back in those days when you had meaningless jobs or school or
Oh,
college.
man.
Yeah, you had all the off
How
time in the
fun was
world.
that?
Ugh, God bless America. It was great. I was thinking about that because I was looking at my kids and their spring break calendars, things like that. I'm like, man, it's already spring break. January lasted forever. February flew by. Now we're into March. I always thought it was weird spring break was in March. April seems to make more sense. And I think some people around the country may have an April spring break. We always had like middle of March, and when we went down to the beach, even on the trip that you and I went on with Jarvis, LD was not there. The other guy that will not be named, the place we stayed. Yeah, I mean, it was cold. You remember that?
Oh
Not
yeah,
like
it was.
freezing, but it was uncomfortable. I don't think any of us got in the ocean at any point, did we?
I don't think so.
I don't know, man. I was going down the rabbit hole of memories. I probably have some pictures from there. We need to bust them out soon. But
Man, I'd give up everything just to go back to those days.
God, you and me. But man, let's just make them happen.
Oh man, I wish.
Gotta, sell it all, get a place down there, and it's constant spring breaks.
Yeah, I don't know how fun that would be at this point.
Oh God, they're old and creepy.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Get out of the club.
Get the fuck out the club.
It was good though, man. Those were good days. It's fun to see how they're doing it now. I will say one thing: we had the best time to do spring break, though, man. I don't think they have what our generation had. In fact, this is not necessarily nostalgia because I don't think the generations before had what our generation had and the generations after. So it was just a unique period in time because you had like MTV down there filming Wild On. You had Girls Gone Wild, all that. Maybe there was Ease Wild On, and then Spring Break, just whatever for MTV. La Vila in its heyday. Dude, it was just, was it 11 a.m. beer keg parties at La Vila? If you got in there by 10 a.m. to 12, it was free beer from that nasty tap that's been sitting out. Probably the overload from last night that they're just trying to get rid of. Yeah. Wild times, my friend. Wild times. And good times.
Hey, we're good, man. Fuck. If I could go back though, I'd make them better. I think that not knowing, it's kind of a weird fucking thing, man. Not knowing that you're in the good old days when you're in the good old days could be good or bad, but I don't know, man. I don't think anybody knows they're in the good old days.
You don't, man. Somebody made a good point the other day. It was a good quote. I'm probably bastardizing it too much, but um, you got to take a step back and realize right now could be your good old days. And I think that's pretty accurate, man. I mean, if you look at it now, I think we're not in a bad place in life. We're a pretty good place. When we're 60, 20 years from now, or 15, 20,
Oh
whatever.
God, I hope these ain't the good old days. No.
We can make them better though, man. We got to take advantage of the road trips, hanging out, getting out. Is it going to be like our 20s? No, not at all. But will our 40s be better than our 60s? And we look back at our 60s, like, man, I wish we'd have done that. We just need to do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Start enjoying it, man. Make the most of it. Get fit, have fun, get funky.
Get funky.
I'll be good. How was your weekend?
Short. What about you?
It felt the same way, man. It was a 10-second weekend, but not a bad one. It was nice weather. Didn't get out much, but went looking for clothes. Actually shopped a little bit. I do terrible at shopping for clothes now. That's you can't go anywhere and do that, man. You have a place you go a lot for clothes, or just internet?
The internet.
All right, that's all I do now. Amazon basics.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty low key, man. I don't know. I haven't. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I really went shopping. So, kind of weird. It's National Cold Cuts Day today.
Oh, is it National Cold Cuts?
What's your favorite cold cut?
Man, gabagool.
What?
A Sopranos thing, gabagool, which is what, Capicola?
I don't know, man. Missed it.
Ah, my bad. Yeah,
Roasted turkey.
roasted. I'm getting all fancy with the Italian cuts.
Oh, I don't eat much cold cuts now these days, though.
No, I feel like they have weird shit in them. I'm not too much of a cold cuts guy, but man, back in the day, and maybe occasionally, it's not too bad having a nice sandwich,
Yeah, maybe if you had your own meat slicer, but who has that?
I thought about getting one. It seemed like so much work. I watched that guy Meat Dad. He got a cool YouTube channel and TikTok. Seems like a pretty cool guy. He's a former butcher, now turned influencer. Who isn't an influencer these days? And he shows you how to make your own meat. And he showed how to make your own slice, like roasted turkey and chicken, things like that. Pretty cool. He got a prep, but it's so weird how you actually have to do it. You got to like boil the meat and then like grind it, and you make it basically into a paste. And then you obviously, I think you solidify it somehow or back again, or let it sit in the fridge, and then it goes and you put it down the slicer. But I mean, they look good, and it was natural. You have no idea what type of preservatives they put in at the store. But the way he was doing it, everything was all natural, so it looked a lot better than what you would normally buy. So happy National Cold Cuts Day.
What the fuck are you talking about? I thought they just sliced meat off the damn thing, like off
Not
the
a-
turkey or a ham.
Some of them do, but if you're actually having like some of the like the deli meat and stuff like that they package at the store, some of that, they actually like bologna, things like that.
Oh yeah, well, that's weird, man. Isn't like mechanized chicken or something? It's like that
Hog,
kind of fucking
hog
weird
snouts.
anal gland patties.
Ugh, man, tell Big Moose Star to get down on some of that.
That's why I don't eat that shit.
I told y'all. I told y'all.
Nasty motherfucker.
He gets angry at it. It's kind of fun. Uh-uh.
I don't eat that shit.
Yeah, if you're eating, I mean, roasted turkey or a rotisserie chicken, yeah, I mean, you can just slice that straight off the bone. But if you're actually making like deli slices, bologna, or you're mixing spices in, and you're making like lunch meat at home and deli meat, that's the way he did it. You boil, and I guess that's the way they do it. You boil it and grind it down, boil it, some shit like that, solidify it, then you put it in the slicer and slice it real thin. Look good when you did it all natural. Still a weird process, but I don't buy a lot of that deli meat shit at the store. Now, a rotisserie chicken from Costco, man, I'll get down on those all day.
Hell yeah. Those are good. I don't go to Costco though, but I will pick up a rotis every once in a while.
Yeah, they got them everywhere else. I've seen them at any local grocery store. They're absolutely delicious.
Absolutely delicioso. Bada-biddy-ga-ding, bada-ba-ding.
What a video.
Oh, man. What the fuck was I going to say? Oh, yeah. College basketball's still going on. Have you been following that?
Not at all.
Getting your bets in, getting your picks in. Pick your pay, pick your pay, pick your bow, pick your bow wow. It's Kansas 46-50, University of Houston going on right now on ESPN. Second quarter with about 8 minutes to go. So I know we don't really fuck with basketball here, but every now and again I like to see who's playing. Maybe sometime I'll catch a game during March Madness. I don't know. Let's get some bets in.
Yeah.
Let's get some juice in.
Is the juice worth the squeeze?
Is it worth the squeeze? Speaking of.
Real trap shit.
Hi, you motherfuckers.
What up?
What to do, boys?
I'm dumb.
Okay. How was your weekend?
I was pretty good. Shut up.
All right. Glad you're here in the show. I think everybody had a good weekend. The beginning of another week here, and that's good. All good in the hood. How's your love life?
I mean, there's not really one going on. Been dating a few, girls and stuff, but I still miss baby, yeah.
Oh, it'll be all right. You'll find the one.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Speaking of the one, I did have sex with a girl this weekend.
Oh, was she the one?
Oh, God.
Well, she was so she was so old. She doesn't have milk in her tits. She has sour cream.
Oh, that's just disgusting, yeah.
Get this shit canceled.
Hey, we don't make any money. Cancel what? I'm not getting any checks. I make no money from this.
Boo!
This costs me money to do this.
Oh man!
I'm in the red. Okay, that's how
Oh
I'm doing it for the
no!
people. I'm for the people. I'm a people person. Yo.
We have fun.
We do have fun.
We have a great
We
time.
do have fun. Yeah. We got some stuff. I mean, I keep on talking shit, but man, we do need to kind of try to maybe do something with the monetization. I think that'd be good. Why not?
Yeah.
You got other obscure podcasts doing it. I just haven't really, I don't want to use a cop out excuse. It's just for fun. Oh, hell yeah, we'd love to make money on it. I'm not going to say we wouldn't, but I'm not going to lie. I haven't been trying my hardest to look into that. I've kind of looked into it, but it's a lot of, if you're not getting somebody to buy, you know, an advertising kind of deal, which that's not going to happen with us. We had to go affiliate marketing or something like that, more inventive Patreon, so maybe start doing some other streaming and stuff. I just like doing the podcast right now, and we'll see what happens in the future.
I like the idea of you doing a Twitch channel with classic games, something to that degree. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, it might be cool.
Yeah,
Out
I mean, you're
there.
already reviewing them. Why not see them as well?
That's what she said.
Cha.
Oh.
That doesn't even make sense.
You been watching any Combine, anything like that, or?
Is that on now?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was. I watched a little bit of it, mostly online, but no real big standouts or winners and losers. Some people, a lot of the guys that are projected high skip out on some of it anyways, and some of them don't. So I can't think of anything that stands out. I like watching it to see where they're at. Some big names that did really well. Apparently, Shamar Stewart from Texas A&M. Shador Sanders apparently sat out, didn't do anything. And then I think Jalen Milroe just passed the ball. I don't think he did anything. Or I don't know how the combine really works anymore. It used to be more of a event, but I guess it still is. But I don't even know when they're airing it. They don't seem like they advertise it as much as they used to. So it'll be good though, because we have Baller or Buster down the line. So once the combine over, I think there's maybe another day, or did they just finish it this weekend? Not 100% sure.
I don't know. Some places have pro day, and that's at the school. I think.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of the guys are opting for, and I'm guessing that Milroe is going to opt for like an Alabama pro day to show off. They had the Senior Bowl; he did pretty bad there. The two tight ends at Alabama did really well at the combine. That was Robbie Oots and C.J. Dupree, both of them putting up big bench numbers. I think it was Oots with 26 reps at 225, and C.J. Dupree like 32 reps, 225. That's pretty monstrous. So well done there. And yeah, I think that Milroe, let's see, it says that he'll participate in the combine, but he hasn't as of yet. I guess it is through March 2nd. I don't see any numbers. I think he just threw maybe. He's got a really weird draft projection. Rounds 1 to 3. That's usually you'll see maybe 1 or early 2 or second round. Man, 1 to 3. I think he'll fall back to the late second.
I think they'll keep him as a quarterback.
He said he's going to stay as a quarterback. So, dude, I don't care if you're in that opportunity. You tell me where the fuck you want me to play and sign my checks. I don't care.
Sign them checks, bitch.
So, cheers, bitch.
Some sad news out there this past week, I guess. Normally, we don't do a lot of celebrity deaths out there, but if they're notable, I say, why not? Legendary actor Gene Hackman passes away at 95. Old Gene, I know he hadn't been in the spotlight for a while, but that's because, hell, he was in his it was a 95, so he's been pretty old for a while, yeah. So he kind of stepped out of the spotlight for a while. Yeah, and what?
So, yeah, to focus on being old.
Pretty much. What else is he gonna do? He's real fucking old, man. You can't, I guess, do shit like you want to. Plus, he's been around for like a long time.
God, hasn't he though? Man, how The death was pretty mysterious. Is there any updates on how that?
I think it's. You know what? They haven't said anything. I think it's still no foul play. Is it right?
Yeah, carbon monoxide likely. Because they said that even if carbon monoxide wasn't present when they got there, doesn't mean it didn't happen when they died. Because that's what made people think and raise an eyebrow that it was strange, because they had the gas company go out there and detect for carbon monoxide. They didn't find it. But there's a chance that, either the gas could have ran out, something happened, it got cut off, because they said their bodies were there for quite some time, which is really sad. But yeah, I like Gene Hackman, rest in peace. Hopefully they'll get an answer to that. Carbon monoxide, man, that's scary.
Yeah, it's scary, but man,
It's not the worst way to go, for sure.
Yeah, right. You wouldn't know. It's just like you fall asleep and boom. It's not like you're fucking stabbed in the eye by a fucking inmate or something.
95-year-old Gene Hackman looking up for those shanks and stuff.
Yeah, man, that'd be a rough way to go.
Yeah, like a home invasion where they, get hurt or tortured, man. Something like that would be horrible or horrific. So yeah, that's not the worst. Still, I don't want to say untimely. I mean, he's 95. It's still pretty sad because it's Gene Hackman. He's a legend. But I don't know. I think his wife was younger, right?
Yeah, I think she was in her 60s.
Yeah, and the dog apparently as well. Yeah, when the dog passes and everybody around them is dropped, man, that's pretty. They said they had natural gas or they gassed to the house. So yeah, carbon monoxide seems most likely.
Carbon monoxide.
Yeah, you gotta be careful of that. Be careful, y'all.
Oh, what was for dinner tonight at the Wiggy household?
I had pasta tonight. You know what type of pasta? I actually cut up chicken. Pasta noodles. Had whole wheat pasta noodles, the protein type. With
protein pasta. Is that the Barilla in the yellow box?
Yeah, I think it is. It's like Protein Plus had the protein pasta, and I actually cut up both chicken and steak for it. Put a little red sauce in there. I don't like a lot of red sauce because it makes my stomach funky.
Mixed it all together. Okay.
Yeah, that's what Big Mustard says too. He can't do the red sauce anymore, man.
I like a little bit of it, and I cook it down a lot. And when I have to do like a spaghetti or a pasta bake, I'll cook it down, and it's all right. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
How do you cook it down?
Pasta. I just leave it in the pan and let it simmer for a while. I'll cook it down a bit till it gets the color of the meat almost, and like it's kind of like blended in. Like it don't look like you have a big thick, slab of red sauce on that shit like on a magazine or something. It's just kind of like it looks more like you got meat on it with no sauce, but like it's like kind of a dark red, I guess.
Yeah,
it looks more meat than anything, than sauce, Put a bunch of onion, red onion, little MSG. I've been using the MSG lately, man. I don't go crazy on it because, like, I don't think you should go crazy with anything, but I think it's been slandered in the past, and it's actually not that bad.
Yeah, I've heard it's been slandered in the past. I don't think it's that bad. What's a typical serving? Use like a teaspoon or tablespoon? Or
I just sprinkle something on there, man. I just eyeball it, and it's good, man. Flavors it up. Get some extra flavor, the beautiful umami flavor.
Yeah, I think a lot of these seasonings and spices and foods, supplements, condiments, whatever it is, over the years, man, they've been bastardized by companies with interest in either getting that food out there or getting that food taken away. Years ago, eggs were demonized, steaks were demonized, MSG was demonized, and then they were telling you all this other, keto diet, bacon's healthy and things like that. Bacon's delicious. I'm not going to tell you it's healthy, but everybody who has their own interest is going to tell you something's better than the other. This is great for fat loss. This is great for this. This is great for erections. Man, you can never eat how you want, eat in moderation. Everybody knows what basically healthy is. Move your ass and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of those oils are fucked up too, man. Because like people talking shit about how bad meat was and stuff, and it clogs your arteries and everything. Well, what about all the other shit these people are probably eating? Like Doritos, frying your shit in vegetable oil, or all
Hell
the
yeah. All that.
bullshit. I mean, you can't say it's just the meat. I think that's where they get it twisted at. These studies are so fucking. There's these degrees of like I can't even explain it, but like the goddamn all the shit that can happen that they're eating besides meat, right? That's fucking them up most likely. So the goddamn
100%.
numbers are skewed.
Yeah.
You know?
All of them, man. That's what it is. The numbers are skewed, and they're putting the headlines out there, but nobody wants to read the actual article or the study. You put out a, big, bold, creative, colorful headline. Tell them meat is bad for you. Sudden increase in health issues. But you look in the article, and it's like somebody that's already unhealthy. A study of 50 overweight adults over 80 showed that eating one burrito a day was awful for you. That's not a good sample size. Most of it has some bullshit around it, man. I don't trust anything anymore, hardly. Everybody always looking out for themselves and shit.
True that. Everybody has an agenda.
Fucking do.
My agenda's getting that pussy, yeah.
We know your agenda, you fucking perv. Yeah, baby, yeah. Man.
I like that dismissive noise, man.
Oh, ba-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. What the hell are you doing? Slicing up paper back there?
Man, God, I must be picking it up pretty clear. I was just moving a notebook.
The Notebook. Isn't that your favorite movie?
I thought that was Jarvis's favorite movie.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let's not talk about that shit. I did watch that when it first came out because all the hoopla. It came out on HBO or Cinemax or some shit back when my parents had that, and everybody was talking about it. That shit was not my type of movie.
Hated it.
Yeah, that movie sucked ass.
Didn't you watch it with a girlfriend at the time?
Yeah, it was sheer torture.
I thought I was remembering that accurately. Yeah, that was pretty bogus. I'm not a fan of that bullshit.
Yeah, pretty dumb. Pretty dumb.
I mean, it was okay.
Yeah, shit up about fucking being dead.
Huh? What?
Shut up about being dumb.
What?
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 Talking to you is exhausting.
Fuck off.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and oh yeah, news. What's going on out there in the crazy world, man? Well, I don't know if you heard about this. Citibank mistakenly credits $81 trillion to customers' bank account. God damn, $81 trillion. The fuck would you do if you fucking checked your account and it said $81 trillion?
Man, you bankrupted the economy.
Citigroup made a costly error before reversing course. The bank accidentally certified a customer's account with $81 trillion instead of $280. It quickly reversed the transaction within a few hours, and CBS reports this happened last April. 2 employees initially overlooked the massive transfer, but another employee caught it 90 minutes after the payment was processed. Citi says a payment that size could have not actually been executed and would have been stopped before any funds left the bank. Yeah, that's a pretty big 81 trillion.
81 trillion.
Damn. That would have been, not like we could have done anything. They would have, like they said, reversed that. But I've seen it where like some people have gotten like 6 figures in the bank and spent a bunch of it. And fuck, what do you think's going to happen? Come on.
Yeah, you're not going to get away with that, man. People think they can, and you not in this day and age, man. All the software that audits it is really high tech. We get those for work all the time. If you make a error on a payment down to under $500, we have a spreadsheet that goes out, and a lot of people make those errors, and you got to go correct them. So, yeah, I mean, if we're a company that doesn't even specialize, I guess we do financing in a way, we pay stuff, but a bank of that size and magnitude, man, they're going to catch, a vigilante six figs that went out, something like that. Be cool though if it happened and they didn't catch it.
Hell yeah, football and
I'd rather just find a whole bag of cash though in that case, man, than hide it rather than the bank making an error on some imaginary shit to my account.
True that.
Mm.
Bags of cash, bags of cash. That would be nice to find some bags of cash.
That's a good song. You need to make that make that rap beat. Bags of cash, bags of cash.
Bags of cash. So your kids, like, are they into the streamers yet? They follow streamers?
Probably my oldest for sure. I couldn't tell you who though. I have no idea, man.
Well, it looks like popular female streamers stalked and attacked during in a real life stream. I don't know who these women are, but Valkyrie, Imaru, and Senna ended live broadcast after a man threatened to kill them. Popular streamers Valkyrie, Imaru, and Senna were stalked and attacked by a young man during a live stream as they walked around Santa Monica Pier. Thankfully, nobody was hurt during the encounter. On March the 2nd, Valkyrie and Senna's Subathon live stream event. An unidentified man crouched by a trash can and asked the group if they would listen to him sing a song. The women, who were joined by fellow streamer Imaru, stopped to listen to the man's song. However, after rambling for a minute, he asked Imaru for her phone number. The streamer declined, and the man responded he was just going to keep following the group. At this point, the streamers leave and tell the young man they don't need any more stalkers. But as they nervously discuss what happened and try to get some food, the stalker returns, standing nearby watching them. When the women decide to leave, the man gets aggressive and charges at them, at one point yelling, "I'll kill you right now."
Damn.
After the man's charge, the women's security got involved and the stream ended abruptly. The entire incident was captured on camera and broadcast online. Clips of the event have gone viral. It is believed the man who threatened them had talked to them earlier and asked for a photo with the streamers before changing clothes and following them. Ooh. After the incident, Valkyrie confirmed they were all safe, posting on Twitter, "We are all okay, have been with the police. We are excited we're done with the marathon. Any time to process. Thank you for all the love and support this past week. We hope you had fun and enjoyed." Senna also shared her message to fans after the incident, explaining on Twitter, "Hey everyone, we are safe. Unfortunately, we got to end the marathon, blah, blah." Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. These streamers, man. I don't know how cool that would be. You got to fucking stream all the time online. Like, it just doesn't seem very fun. And then you got to deal with people swatting you and stuff. Man, people be getting killed and fucking getting stalked if you're a female. I don't know, man.
I don't think it's worth it, man.
It doesn't seem that cool to me.
Yeah, you're already living in a generation that's going to have limited privacy already. As soon as you're born, you put your name somewhere, sign up for an email, get a social media. Man, you've already compromised your privacy if you're going to put yourself out there like that. I sympathize, man. I mean, I'm not saying it's, there's a lot of weirdos out there, but you have to know that's what you're getting yourself into when you monetize your personality, your image, your life. And people are going to track you. And people are weird as hell now, man. If you go out and you live stream shit, people can know your location. People will follow you. You give them your name, what state you live in. They're going to look that shit up, man. I don't trust hardly anybody. So it's exposed how many weird motherfuckers are out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just a new medium. The weirdos are always out there, but you just, with the new mediums, new weirdos,
Yeah.
More money, more problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just it sucks, man. I mean, that shit happens all the time. Like that girl that was on what you call it, like one of these singing shows, and she got killed by a fan.
God, it's sick.
Yeah, that's shitty, man. Crazy ass fools out there. But I mean, hell, John Lennon got shot by some crazy fool. Like,
Yeah, back in the day.
yeah, way back in the day. So that kind of shit's always been happening, man. It's always stupid ass, fools out there. And fame seems like it's really cool to have and stuff, but I bet a lot of famous people will tell you it mostly sucks because they can't go out and really do anything. For crazy fools. But I mean, and you have the cool perks that you have, I guess, which I don't know. I wouldn't know. I've never been famous, but just seems like it wouldn't be that cool after a little while.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a fan of all that shit, man. I'm just
Maybe
like
if he
my
was famous
privacy.
in another country, that'd be all right.
Wouldn't be too bad, man. A country that was respectful, like Japan
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah, man. I don't. There was a time I thought that would be cool, man. Be famous and rock star status, things like that, man. But you got to remember that's going to follow you all your life. People are going to know who the hell you are. They want to know who your family are. There's just too many weirdos for my taste. I don't find it appealing anymore.
Yeah. True that. True that.
Especially for a woman, man. I mean,
Oh yeah.
men are such creeps out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're weirdos. There's no other way around saying it, man. There's a lot more male weirdos than female weirdos.
Well, yeah, because they can put it like I'm like us dating, man. We run into weirdos, man. You one time had a real weirdo, but like women run into that a lot of times, and with online dating, guys will just say shit like, send me a picture of your tits. I don't think I've ever, maybe once or twice, but I never had a girl be like, hey, let me see that dick. You know what I mean? Like it's not dynamics different. Let me see. Send me a picture of your nuts, or like what? But guys will try to like, hey, send me a picture of your tits, and
Man, they creeping quick too, man.
yeah, I'll do it online, man.
Yeah, they getting after it quick. Yeah, I did have a stalker. Remember at the mall that time?
Yeah, man, that was weird.
Yeah, following me around from store to store. That was that was creepy.
I thought we was gonna get shut the fuck up.
Man, oh god! And I remember as soon as we left too, she messaged me like, "Oh, man, she's watching me leave the store. I didn't even see her, and she like messaged me like, "Where are you headed to?" And then I joked. I was like, I actually think we weren't joking at the time. I was like, "Oh, we're headed to the strip club." Like, have fun with your little fucking stripper girlfriend. I was like, "What?
Were y'all even dating back then?
No, man.
Yeah.
I was creeping, but she was too crazy, man."
That's what it was. That's what I thought it was. Because she was hot, but like I was like, I don't think he ever hooked up with her because she was really like kind of cray cray.
Very cray cray. Very cray cray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's tough, dude. So hottest girls are crazy. I've only known a couple of girls, man, really that were like had that balance, dude. It's so fucking rare, man. Like the girl's like hot, but she's also like her hotness, her personality is also matches that, and it's good. It's usually, man, if a girl's really hot, she's fucking dumb or she's a straight bitch from hell. And or if the girl's like really cool, man, she ugly, man. You ain't trying to fuck her with the LD's penis. So like it's fucked up dynamic. But every now and again, you get the ones like, and they're very rare, man, very rare. I don't even know if they exist anymore, but that are just hot and also their personality's pretty good, man.
Yeah, I think with that one in particular, what was weird is I think there was years where she wasn't as, like attractive. And then it got
Oh,
worse,
she came up and man got all that attention and stuff.
right. And once that happens, they don't know how to handle it. Because like you said, with somebody that's been there and done that, man, they're just usually not interested. Hell no. Don't care. Whatever. He walked away and fuck it. Don't care. They've been around it, you know what I'm saying? But when you come up like that or have that glow up, ooh, I don't know. It's a kind of a mind fuck, I guess.
True that, my friend.
I think that was the same one that was in my driveway one time.
Damn, did you know she was in your driveway?
I think she's
Did
around
she
the
say like I'm
neighborhood or
coming
something.
over?
I think it was more of a I'm here.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I need
Damn.
to go back on that. I think I wrote about that in my old live journal years ago. That's that incident. It struck me as weird. I'm pretty sure that was it. I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I looked at my phone back when you had to pay 10 cents a message, and she's like, "Hey, I'm in your neighborhood." I'm like, "Ugh, I'm like asleep at my parents' house."
Damn.
I was like, or maybe I said I wasn't there or something. I think that was it. But dude, who does that?
Man, she was weird.
We were like 4 cities apart too. I think she was in Hoover, and that was out in Trustful. So, yeah, creeping.
Creeping. Hey man, you know what's good? Salami. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I like salami. You gotta have a nice cheese, maybe another secondary meat. You know.
you like a good charcuterie board at a party?
I'm not that fancy, man.
Yeah,
People like to do charcuterie boards and wine, dude, and that's just a recipe for farts.
yeah. That's a
Oh
lot of
man,
gas going on.
oh, I would fuck it up, dude. I don't like wine. It's not very. I have to be very particular with wine. I can only drink
Ugh.
like certain kinds, like white rosé, maybe. That red wine, I can't drink anything red. Fucks me over.
Mm.
And or I can drink like the country wine. It doesn't really taste like wine. Like you had a homeboy who's like uncle fucking does like wine.
Like some muscadine wine.
Yeah, like that. He had a peach wine and
Ooh,
something else, man. That shit was fucking good. Yeah.
God, peach
Other than
wine's
that,
rated.
man. Yeah, I'm not a wine connoisseur or no shit.
I was gonna say R.I.P. Granddad. This is the day my granddad passed. God, 14 years ago, man. And I
Oh
remember
man.
though one of our memories, man. We had a we had a good wine drunk with him. You remember that?
Oh yeah, he had a big jug of fucking Carlos Rossi
2
wine. That shit
jugs,
was.
man. We went through 2
Oh.
jugs of that. He drank most of one, and it was me, you, Jarvis, Papa Burr, Duck, right, and who else was down there? God, it seems like somebody else that I'm missing. It's like 6 of us, man. We're having a good old time. And God, I remember we went through the wine, and that was a splitting headache the next day, man. That's the worst drunk is a wine drunk.
Carlos Rossi wine.
Blush.
What was it? Sweet red? Man, you can get a 4-liter bottle of this shit for like $17. Fuck. Oh God.
uh,
Shit's brutal.
oh man, yeah. Carlo Rossi Blush is what he was drinking at night,
Ugh,
and
that's terrible. That's shit. That's shit wine, man. But I mean,
it
we
was
got fucked up.
it was shit wine. He did not drink a lot, my granddad, and he that was that time when drinking red wine at night was all the rage for your heart, and he had a heart operation. It wasn't too serious, but his doctor at the time told him to drink a glass or two of red wine, and he that night, man, he drank like a whole fucking jug of it. Had to carry him upstairs. I think the next day he called me and said he shit his pants.
Damn.
Yeah, he had a night, man. He deserved it, man. That was only a few years before he was gone, so that was always a fun memory. That was that night too, when Papa Bear, who is a notorious misspeller, um, my granddad was giving him all that motivation. Do you remember that? He goes, you might be the one to lead these boys to success. And Papa Bear's like looking at him, so I know, like looking at him so like intent, like nodding his head, like this is like the first motivation some like older wisdom filled man is giving him. And then Jarvis goes, he can lead us to success, but don't ask him to spell it, y'all.
Oh man. Brutal.
Oh my god! Then his confidence went right away again. Jarvis killed it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh P Bear. Have you talked to him lately?
I don't talk to him very much. When did he come into town? Not last year, but the year before, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
Is
that
he
was
still in Indiana or something?
yeah up there in Indiana, hanging out, I guess.
He's not with that girl anymore. Didn't they split up or divorce?
They got a divorce, yeah.
So he's just hanging out.
Yeah, he ain't doing anything too cool. He got a good job.
Yeah.
I think he's driving a big truck for Walmart now.
Walla well.
So, you know what? Congratulations. I'm happy he's done well for himself.
Well, boys.
Well, it's the big show.
Don't y'all have a fish tank at the house?
We do have a fish tank at the house. You getting one?
Oh. No, I was just going to say a megalodon goldfish found in Pennsylvania waterway by Ben Hooper. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is reminding pet owners not to release their goldfish into waterways after researchers in Pennsylvania found a massive megalodon. The USFWS said researchers conducting an electrofishing survey in the Presque Isle, Erie County found a gigantic goldfish, larger than a researcher's Corey Ketchum's hand. Your pet store goldfish after 2 years in the wild. Probably megalodon, the USFU or WS said on social media. A service goldfish are an invasive species. They can turn lakes and waterways into murky messes, steal food from native fish, and wreck water quality. Officials wrote that goldfish may start out small, but they can become a big problem very quickly. One goldfish might not seem like a big deal, but they multiply fast. Goldfish spawn several times a season because they have no natural predators in most North American waters. Their populations explode. Damn.
Yeah, there's a goldfish population over in Bayview Lake, I believe, in here in Alabama. They're in a couple of lakes, man. They get huge. I've seen them in the water before that have they've gone wild. They get big as fuck. It's weird.
Very, 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 play some fart night this weekend.
I played today after work. Had a long day, so busted out and got
Do you
me
get online or how do you play?
Yeah, I get online. I play Battle Royale. No bills.
Oh man, with the kids, they be fucking it up.
Man, I usually do pretty good. I won one today and got second. I played twice, so I got first and I got a second, so not too bad.
Okay,
I'm pretty decent at it, man. Not too bad. I'm embarrassed that I'm getting good at it, but hey.
Fortnite.
Yeah, they've got this was a new season that kicked off a couple of a week ago, maybe last week when we were talking about it. They got a couple new weapons. The map's similar to what they have, but it's a fun game, man. It's easy. I mentioned it before. I like it because you can play and it lasts 20, 30 minutes and move on.
Move on, baby.
Did you see, speaking of news, this is local news, but did you see in Lake Purdy that 40-pound striped bass caught? That was huge, man. It was a 40-pound striped bass over in Lake Purdy. I didn't even think, one, they had striped bass over there. Two, I didn't think there were any 40-pound in there.
Damn. When was that?
Yeah. It was this past weekend, maybe last Friday. I saw it. I saw somebody posted it on Facebook, and then it caught the news. Local James Spann and AL.com called it. Yeah, there's a picture of it, man. Last night at sundown, Keith and Joe Brasher landed an absolute monster at Lake Purdy, a 40-pound striped bass measuring 40 inches in length with a 30-inch girth.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's what they like, yeah.
This one's for the books, man. Yeah, I've fished at Lake Purdy a lot, man. I like the little lake over there. I've caught a couple of fish, catfish, some largemouth bass, but never a stripe, and obviously never one that was 40 pounds. This fish is a monster.
Monster fish.
It's fishing season. We need to go over there and start getting them, man.
Start getting them. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to do the boat rental one Sunday.
Whoa, baby. Renting boats.
Me, you, Mustard.
Mustard!
Mustard!
Man, out of all the Terminator movies, which one's the best?
T2.
Oh, I think so, yeah. How could you not say that? I could maybe see if you like T1, but anything after T2, man, that's just...
I tried watching the third one. I just, no. Such a classic, man. And the third one wasn't terrible. It just, you know how it is, man. Once you have one that's that good, you can't come back and do it.
Yeah, that's weird that 2 was the best one. Usually it's always the original one that's the best one, but 2 was fucking man, that shit was awesome.
No, it's
I remember my
fantastic.
friend Wiley Turnipseed had a fucking VHS copy before it even got out in theaters or anything.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, how'd you
And his
pull that
name
off?
is Wiley Turnipseed.
Yeah, we had a turnip seed that went to our school.
Yeah, so there you go. If anybody knows him, you can probably trace him back to my. Well, never mind. Yo, hey, anyway, so new Terminator 2 games coming out, man. Terminator 2D, No Fate, is launching later this year on consoles and PC. This one by Zach Zwing. Terminator 2D, a No Fate newly announced game based on Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Looks like a rad retro-inspired side-scroller, and luckily you won't have to wait too long to play it. Announced on February 27th, Terminator 2D No Fate is a new officially licensed action side-scroller developed by Bitmap Bureau, the studio behind Xeno Crisis and Final Vendetta. There is a very cool trailer for No Fate, which is set to launch on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC on September 25th. In the trailer, we see some famous moments from Terminator 2 recreated in the glorious modern pixel art. Kind of pixel art one's really pretty cool, inspired from games of the 90s like Metal Slug, but more colors and details than possible back then. It's like what you remember those games looking like. According to Reef Entertainment, No Fate will let you play as both Arnold Schwarzenegger's formidable T-800 and also the deadly Sarah Connor. Interestingly, the publisher also mentions that while Terminator 2D No Fate is based on the iconic 1991 movie, it will feature multiple endings and new moments not seen in the film. No Fate is set to launch PS5, PS4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, and PC September 5th, 2025. Oh, I think I'm going to have to do a review on that one, folks. Let's
Sounds
put that
like
one
it.
on the calendar right there. I like it.
For sure.
And check out the video clips on YouTube. It does look pretty cool. I'm actually looking at it now. Yeah, I'll have to get that, man. Definitely. It looks like it might be pretty cool. Hold on. Stay tuned for the review on that in the future.
I don't remember any Terminator games being really good for like SNES or anything. Do you remember any of them back in the day that was really good?
No.
I don't either.
Usually games like that fucking flop it out. They're a flop, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Flop it like my dick, yeah.
Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
You gotta shut up sometime. God damn, motherfucker.
Let's see. Is there anything else going on really that's kind of weird? Oh, baby. Nope, I don't see anything going on really out here. I mean, you know something I saw on the internet the other day looked kind of cool. You ever try to fix any like drinks at the house sometime, like non-alcoholic drinks?
I have before. Nothing in particular coming to my mind, but I know I have.
Like
What you see?
agua fresca.
Yeah,
I was looking
like
at the
that.
strawberry agua fresca. It looks
Yeah.
pretty good, man. Just I don't have a blender, and like you gotta blend them and stuff and shit, and then, but it does look good. I might have to try that out. So
You don't have a blender?
I do not have a blender. No.
I need to get one, man. I got a small one that's really, really good. That's tiny. I always make protein with it. So you put a little ice in it, some protein powder, milk, and you usually put like a little splash of vanilla flavoring in there, something like that. And man, it blends it right away, and you can just drink it straight out of the cup. I guess you could do that with a big old blender too. You just look a little weird and it's a little clunky. But I'd be curious, man. I've been. How have you been doing on the alcohol? Have you cut back?
I haven't been drinking anything, man. Been feeling good. Been feeling great. What about you?
Yeah. Same. I had a little bit of bourbon this weekend, just one little glass, and I mean it's crazy how hard you get like a little buzz off a little glass. But yeah, man, and it's gonna hang out this weekend too, so I'm gonna try to behave a little more. this weekend than I did last time. I was at the little spot down here, so I mean, obviously, I want to have some beers and stuff, but maybe try to have like space it out with a glass of water in between or an aqua fresca.
Whoa.
So, yeah, man, I felt good though. I haven't really drank that heavy at all.
Yeah, I just hadn't really wanted to. I don't know. Just fucking drinking's kind of whatever, so
Yeah.
not my thing. But to each their own, man. I just don't enjoy it like I used to.
Yeah, I don't either, man.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
I like it when you're actually enjoying your time with it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna do it, man, I'd rather just drink, have fun with it, have the guys out hanging out, dude. Just sitting around drinking on the weekend. I don't get into that much anymore. I used to like to go out to the patio at night and drink, have a cigar. And don't get me wrong, man, it was pleasant and kind of chill and quiet, but at the same time, man, I don't know. Don't think I want to do that anymore. I always just feel like shit the next day.
Yeah, I thought about going down and like just chilling at the bar for a little bit and like drinking like maybe 2 or 3, and then just going back to the house and nothing too crazy. Just I didn't even do that. I was going to, but
yeah, I was actually thinking about next time I go to the bar, if I'm ordering like a cocktail, maybe just ask them if they can put like a half shot in there. I'll still pay the whole price, but just do like a half shot with Diet Coke or something instead of a full shot. I don't know what kind of difference that's going to make, but maybe I could sip on it a little slower or something like that. I just don't want to get crunk, man, like that anymore. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying never. If we're on a homies trip, dude, I want to bust out some shots or something. I think sometimes you need to feel like shit the next day, but I just not all the time though.
Are you a pussy or something?
I've gotten there.
Yowzer.
A part of me doesn't want to admit, man, but I mean, just the age. I can't keep up like that anymore, man. Those hangovers are brutal these days.
That's true, man. Definitely true.
Yeah, I can't keep up like I used to, man. We were talking about spring break, man. That was saw Jarvis funnel 3 mixed drinks one night.
Yeah.
That was a tough old boy.
Yowzer. Yay, 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 yay. I think that's when your brother and that fucking idiot ate those like 10-year-old tamales and fucked that girl like that pussy smelled like a fucking trash bag. You remember that?
Was that on that trip?
Yeah. I remember him telling us about that. And I was like, oh, that's just disgusting.
10-year-old tamales.
Yeah, they didn't have any food or some shit in there. He had these old tamales that had been in there for like fucking ever. I'm like, oh,
God,
fuck, man.
Nasty.
Wrong with
That's
y'all?
right. God, I forgot. I would have never remembered that if you didn't say it, man. You got a memory of a duck. That motherfucker can remember everything down to the last detail. That's because he hasn't been poisoned by social media or anything, though.
That's good, man. I really am thinking about deleting my Facebook, but like I don't even know why I'm still on it.
I don't either, man. I do set up events on there, and for a while people would respond, but nobody ever even sees the events now, hardly, because nobody checks it. I've noticed one thing, and again, this is not a sexist observation, man, but social media is geared more towards women than
It
men.
is, man. It's basically an online photo book, and bitches. I mean, women love to put up photos, man. They love that shit, dude. It's just like an online fucking scrapbook, dude. Men don't really do that, but I mean, we kind of go along with that shit just because they like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think one part of it was that I had it because we had work. We had a Facebook work was kind of associated with it, but now they fucking did something different, and it's on Teams now or some shit, and we don't use Facebook. So I was thinking about, man, maybe I just fucking, take it off there for a while or something, because I don't know, man. Look at that shit, kind of sucks. It's like you're addicted to it, but I'm not. Like I don't know if it's boredom, if I shut it down, I would be fine with not looking at it. But since it's there, I just, fucking pull it up for some reason. So
Yeah, I didn't have mine for like 2 years. My original account, they said I broke some rule, which was I didn't because I wasn't even posting. And there was apparently, I saw on Reddit, a whole rash of accounts that got flagged.
hmm.
And I did all the validation, sent them my license, and they ended up closing my account. The only thing I miss about it is, man, I had so many photos that were from my original Facebook that I started back in like 2007 or 2006, even earlier, that are no longer I have access to. It gave me an option to download those like in a file, and it never worked. It was bullshit. So I do miss that back when it was kind of on the cusp of being new and a breakthrough, and everybody was posting, getting into it. But now, man, you do that on a TikTok, a LinkedIn, a Instagram, Snapchats, all that shit, man. It's not unique anymore. It really isn't. So, but when I was off of it for 2 years, I didn't miss it at all. Really didn't care. I only really got back just for more or less for family stuff and just creating events, and it's just easier uh, to do that. But I end up still messaging everybody and just be like, "Hey, y'all coming?" So
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the only reason. And the only reason I kind of have it up is, I don't know. Maybe there's some long lost bitch out there who fucking hits me up, or something, man. Maybe somebody needs to get, a hold of me for something that I don't know about in some remote kind of way. But that's really the only thing, reason I still have it. I probably need to just shut it down for a little bit, put it on hiatus.
it's probably not a
So
bad idea, man. I would do the same. Yeah, and even back in those days when I was dating, before I was married, a long time ago, Facebook was a good option to connect with people. But now, dating sites, people go strictly to dating sites and things like that. So, I don't know, just I wouldn't miss it. I post a lot less than I used to. There's really no need to get on there, share your pictures of everyday life. Everybody's just trying to look like they're unique and special, and they show the front
yeah.
page version of their life.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking about the other day. I was like, man, you have these friends or people that are maybe you've known back in the day, man, and it's like all the pictures are like the family and it looks so great, and it's like, man, I wonder, it'd be fucking interesting if they posted everything. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Like all the bad and the good. Now I understand why you wouldn't want to put the business out there like that. I get it. I'm not criticizing anybody. I understand. Like you're not gonna air your family's biz out, but I just think it'd be interesting to have like where people would just post everything, like oh, our little Johnny is sexually assaulted someone last night. So, like something that's, they're never going to post that. How are we going to deal with this? Like it's always the more sunnier dispositions of the family and situations. It's never anything crucial, usually. Now, there are probably those outliers, man, but they're few and far between.
yeah.
I don't ever really see that kind of thing.
I'm going off the deep end. My family sucks.
Yeah, right. Like,
Yeah, I do. I do love it. You don't see it as much these days. I guess people realized how trashy it was, but you occasionally do because people like start getting nosy or sharing it, and you'll, especially in the "What's Happening" groups, man. I do love those. That's great entertainment, especially in small towns, because it'll be something like Linda down at the Taco Bell drive-thru is an absolute bitch. It's like, hell yeah! Tell me more about Linda at the drive-thru. I
oh,
love
yeah.
I love that kind of shit, man. I love it for entertainment, but yeah, dude, I don't really see a need for sticking around on it. Like I said, I do more for family than anything, but for, I mean, if I had to do without it, I 100% could. I'd be 100% fine without it. But I do think there's something to that, man. Duck's never having any type of social media and his memories remain good. He's never jammed his brain full of stupid shit of reels and memes. He's just stayed away from it, so he's always maintained a lot of space in his mind to remember shit. I believe it's true. I believe your mind's like a hard drive, man. If you're adding new shit, sometimes you got to get rid of old shit.
Yep, that's true.
So
True that, my friend.
good on him.
Get on. Go. Good for you, ducky. Rubber
for
ducky. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Oh, let's take a break. Let's take a break. Let's take a break. I gotta take a piss. I don't have to shit, but maybe I will. All right, let's go ahead and take a break, guys. And we have random trivia on the other side,
Oh, Lord.
vintage game reviews, and more shit talking with the boys. We'll see you in a moment. Hey now. We had a good break. Oh, did you get you some Kool-Aid?
No Kool-Aid. Just refilled the water, the Uwala water cup. I'm ready to rock.
Ready to rock and cock and balls, buddy.
Do it.
Boo. Do you take a multivitamin?
I do. Do you?
I was about to get started back on it, and I was shopping around. I got one, but like I was looking at all the different ones. I was about to go with the animal pack, but no, I went with the Vimerson Health.
Yeah. I know a buddy that takes Animal Pack. I used to take them back in the day. They've been around for quite some time, but I just take a standard. I can't remember which one it is. My daily supplements, creatine every day. Love creatine. I think it's one of the best, most studied supplements. I would highly recommend that if you're not taking it. Yeah, just
What,
fantastic.
like creatine gummies or what?
I've taken the gummies before, but powder is the best in most research. The creatine monohydrate powder. I take Force Factor. All of it's
Man,
about the
does that make
same.
you fart like a fucking beast or what?
No, it's good for your muscles. It's good for your brain health. There's loads of research on it. It helps if you're starting to exercise your muscles. It pulls the water into your muscles. From my understanding, it's intramuscularly, so you're getting more of your nutrients into your muscles. So some people used to say, well, it's just pulling it in, making you bloated looking. That's not true. It's actually pulling it into the muscle, not into your skin. So there's no bloat to it. But the new health research about the brain health and reducing brain fog, things like that, in your heart, it's really good for you all around. People say it is a super supplement. So creatine, number one, multivitamin. I take zinc, D3, and fish oil as well. So, and biotin, but I don't know if the biotin actually does anything.
Biotin.
Yeah, D3 for the mostly around the wintertime when you're not getting all your vitamin D in from the sun not being out and you're not as outside as much. I go that route. And then biotin for the hair and the nails. It's I guess it doesn't hurt. Multi, and then zinc just for zinc helps in muscular building as well, but it's also good for supposedly your allergies. So, but if I had to just take two, creatine and a multi all day, every day.
Creatine. Man, my shoulder's been kind of bothering me, man. I was going to ask you about your when you had your shoulder pain. What the fuck? What kind of pain was it? Was it like the top of your shoulder, or like back of your shoulder? Was it your arm?
I had my elbow. That's what I had.
Elbow. Okay, elbow.
Yeah, I had surgery. But where's your shoulder hurting at?
Man, it's like at the top of the shoulder. Like I don't know, man. It's like I lift it up. It's like it feels weird.
Is it when you lift it up, like if you're lifting it, say, to the side, is it going up towards your neck?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's more of your trapezius.
I don't know, man. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah, usually if it's there, sometimes that right in between there, you'll feel that neck muscle, that trapezius, which is really your back. It's that muscle that where your neck meets your back and stretches down to your shoulder. Usually that's it. You can sleep on that wrong, lift it kind of weird. Yeah, it's one of those things. Stretching and kind of massaging it out should help.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
Yo.
Shit.
What
All right, random trivia.
Oh man.
Random trivia.
All right. What do we got on the random trivia? 6 questions: art, science, entertainment, history, general geography. First question: in what city was the Diary of Anne Frank written?
In what city was the Diary of Anne Frank written? I think it was written in was it Berlin?
Amsterdam.
Oh, that's right. I just saw that video where they were talking about that. Well.
Yeah. Let's move on to science. Question 2.
Oh for
What?
6.
Oh, what is the second derivative of displacement?
What the fuck does that even mean? The
I don't know.
The second derivative of displacement. Displacement. I know boats displace water. Fuck, I don't know. Lift.
That would be instantaneous acceleration.
I was
Instantaneous
completely
acceleration.
wrong.
All right.
All right.
Let's move on to entertainment. Who is Charlie's nephew on the TV show 2.5 Men?
You know, I think you like that show.
I do like that show.
I've never watched an episode of it, so can I phone a friend?
Phone a friend.
All right, Grant Mills, what is it?
Jake.
Jake. Okay, I'm gonna go with Jake.
Oh yay!
All right, that's my one lifeline. I knew you watched that, so at least I knew how to find the answer, right?
Yep.
All right.
It's a good show, man. You'd like it, dude. Up until Ashton Kutcher takes over, it fucking went downhill after that.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a show I wouldn't like. I actually wouldn't mind checking it out.
It's good, man. It's funny.
All right, I'll creep on it one day.
In what year did Kazakhstan declare its independence from the Soviet Union?
In what year did Kazakhstan declare its independence from the Soviet Union? Okay, so Soviet Union's got to be earlier than the 90s. God, this seems like one of those things that happened between the 60s and 90s where you heard about it in history. I'm going to say 78.
1991.
Ah, man, before the break of the Soviet Union. All right.
What is the fear of the number 13 known as?
I know this. I don't know if I can pronounce it. Is it trisodecaphobia?
I'll give it to you. All right.
I knew the pronunciation wasn't right, but I knew that fear.
You got 2 out of 5 so far.
Better than usual.
All right. What beach is trademarked Surf City, USA?
Everybody goes surfing USA, Surf City, USA. I am gonna say, oh God, which one do I want to say? I've got 2 in mind. I think they're both in California, right? Don't tell me. I'm gonna go. God, I've heard this before. God, it's not Malibu, is it? There was 2 others that I had in mind, but what's California?
Huntington Beach.
That was one of them that I thought about, but also dismissed immediately.
You
You ever been to Huntington Beach, California?
I don't think I've ever been to California.
Ooh, you're not missing out.
Cali.
2 for 6.
Yeah, not bad. Almost 500. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are not easy, my friend.
No, they're good. They're good. Good for the noggin, man. Helps me figure out stuff. Huntington Beach, man. I'd like to go there. I've never been to Huntington Beach.
Dun, 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 oh, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Oh, babe, all I want's one more chance.
Muhammad Hassan entered the live studio. He go. Mary entered the live studio. She go.
I saw Muhammad Hassan join earlier. I was going to talk to him and holler at him, but he left quickly. I think he left when we were on a break. Did he come in when we were on a break?
I'm not sure.
Bitch.
Bitch. I said, bitch. Oh, yeah. This week On Vintage Gaming Review, we got a classic, Hogan's Alley, a Nintendo Entertainment System. This is one of those light gun shooter video games. Nintendo had a damn good light gun back then.
God, it was accurate as shit.
I think it still stands up today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, baby. And this is one of the better shooting games. Duck Hunt was really good, and this one was good too. But I remember Duck Hunt in the arcade. And so,
Yeah, I never realized that until later in life that it was actually an arcade game, Duck Hunt and Super Mario. Had zero clue.
yeah.
I thought it was just straight to console, and that's what it was packaged with. But I think I actually saw it in a vintage arcade, not even a couple of years ago. Maybe I was out of town. Maybe maybe Myrtle Beach at the boardwalk or something. Either way, I saw it and I was like, what the fuck? And yeah, somebody had told me that's what it was. That's cool, though.
I think Hogan's Alley was too, though, an arcade game.
Put
Hogan's
those on
Alley.
the trivia next time so I can remember that shit.
Hell yeah. Hogan's Alley is a light gun shooter game developed and published by Nintendo. It was released for the family computer in 1984, then the arcade, Nintendo Versus System, and Nintendo Entertainment System in 1985. It was one of the first hit video games to use a light gun as an input device, along with Nintendo's Duck Hunt in 1984. The game presents players with cardboard cutouts of gangsters and innocent civilians. The player must shoot the gangs and spare the innocent people. It was a major arcade hit in the United States and Europe. The game is named after and based on Hogan's Alley, a shooting range for law enforcement training, somewhat similar in design to the city block rounds first constructed at Camp Perry in Port Clinton, Ohio in the 1920s, and later redesigned for use at the FBI Academy in Quantico, Virginia in 1950. 3 years after the release of Hogan's Alley, a third rendition of Hogan's Alley range was constructed at the FBI Academy, resembling a small town that is still used today.
Hell yeah.
The game begins with 3 cardboard cutouts moving into position against a blank wall and turning to face the player. The cutouts display a mixture of gangsters and innocent friendly people. The player must react quickly, shoot only the gangsters. In later rounds, the backdrop changes from the blank to the city block with some cutouts already exposed as you emerge into view. The player is confronted with 5 cutouts in each of these latter rounds. After the 5 rounds apiece in the wall and city block, a bonus round is played. Here, the player has a unlimited supply of ammunition, which shoot up to 10 cans, 10 TEN cans thrown from one side to the screen, trying to bounce them onto ledges on the opposite side for points. After this round, the player returns to the wall rounds and the game continues at an increased speed. Shooting an innocent person or failing to shoot a gangster costs the player 1 life, which is indicated by the miss counter incrementing by 1. No lives can be lost in the bonus round. When all lives are lost, indicated by the MISS counter reaching 10 or more, game is over. The game is available on the NES and as a Nintendo Versus System game pack, which is installed into the VS System arcade cabinets. In the US, Hogan's Alley was released for the NES in 1985 as one of the original 17 launch titles for the system. There are 3 modes: Hogan's Alley A, Hogan's Alley B, and Trick Shot. A modified version of Hogan's Alley using the Wii remote in place of the NES Zapper was released for the Wii Virtual Console on January 7th, 2016 in North America. Oh, baby. I like this game, man. It was fun. It's still fun, man. You can just sit there and shoot. Mindless entertainment. It's a good one. It's worth going up and picking up, I think, an old system and a light gun for this one and Duck Hunt. I'm trying to think of any other really good light gun games that they had for NES, and it's not coming to mind.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I know there was a couple. I'm looking right now, and it says optional was The Adventures of Bayou Billy, which is a game that I liked, but I don't remember playing the light gun with it. But it said it's optional, but required to have a light gun. I suppose. Wild Gunman, Duck Hunt, Hogan's Alley, Gumshoe, Gotcha the Sport, Shooting Range,
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Actually, I had that game.
Gotcha the Sport.
Yeah, the paintball one.
Yeah, I guess it is that one. Okay, that one looks pretty cool. I don't remember a lot of these games. Like I said, I do remember Bayou Billy. It says it's optional there. Freedom Force, To the Earth, Barker Bill's Trick Shooting was another one that was required, and then there was a couple that had it optional. The Hunt for the Red October was an optional one. Don't remember. I remember the game. I don't remember playing that one. But yeah, Bayou Billy, I remember playing that a lot. I like that game. Hogan's Alley, I remember the game, and a good game. Kind of a fun game just for the light gun. You're right about that, though. The light gun, man, was I wonder what the range on it was, because I remember my dad, Jug himself, busting it out, and he was like 12 feet away trying to knock ducks down from the sky and hitting them dead eye.
Hell yeah, dude.
He can crock with it.
That's fucking awesome.
Damn, that dog coming up and laughing at me.
Piece of shit.
I'll kick his ass.
Yeah, man. I wish they'd redevelop some light gun games, put some new ones out there for the old system, like they do. They're doing with some of these other ones.
I think the light gun, emergence of it would be cool for whatever system, man. I'm a big fan of the light gun itself. They had some other peripherals that I tried. This was not necessarily for Nintendo, but I know Xbox had and a couple of consoles had the fishing controller.
Oh yeah, you tried that?
I had one, and it wasn't that was bad. It's just the game was not that good. I do think nowadays it would be better, because this was about 12 years ago. I think now with how online play is, if you could do like a fishing tournament, something like that, online, and really actually make it like fishing, or have a standings, I think that would be fun. I think it'd be a hit. And I'm wondering if you could do like a light gun, if you're competing against other people, if you could make it, fun like that, but there's always somebody that learns how to crack it or some bullshit, man. It takes the fun away. But I think there's still potential in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it just seems like they didn't come out with a lot of games for it, man. I don't feel like it was utilized like it was, and we don't really have any light guns anymore. Like that kind of stopped with the PS1.
Yeah. I mean, it was also kind of clunky too, because if you were using, say, I guess further down the line with an advanced console or a next gen console, if you're using the gun, you still have to use the controller usually to get to where you need to go. You can use the gun sometimes, kind of like the fishing rod or the fishing reel. I mean, you can use it, but it's just cumbersome to like move your boat around and go through the character menus, things like that. So you need something that's a little more interface friendly. I think there's a demand for it though, man. I would totally love some shit like that.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of games like that. The
Right.
last really good game was, like I said, the Time Crisis.
Time Crisis was a great game.
That was fun. The gun was good. So, the Nintendo Switch gun, that's not even a real gun. It's you gotta take the fucking controller apart, and it's all right. It's just not the same thing. It's not the same thing as a light gun, but it's not bad. It's all right. It's kind of janky.
Yeah, you have to have a game that's going to draw you in to want to purchase a separate peripheral unless it comes with it. And two, it can't be just limited. And I feel like that's the thing that some of those are limited in doing, man. I mean, once you have a fishing reel, I mean, you're just using it to fish with, and that's it. When you're shooting, man, I mean, I love those shooting games, but the game needs to have the depth that you want to keep using that thing, and not, not switch back to a controller.
Yeah, that's janky. The controller. Trying to play a shooting game with a controller, man. That sucks.
That's not fun, man. That's whack.
For sure. For sure. Oh man, you ready for this coming week?
I am, man. I think it's gonna be a good week. I need to take some off time soon. Looking at my calendar. It's March. We're already in the third of the year. I haven't used any of my this year's off time, but yeah, this weekend, man, going to a hit me up if you want to try to throw some disc at any point. Saturday, man, I'm just having a day for myself. I'm going to watch some jiu-jitsu matches in the afternoon, then catching dinner at the spot that night. So I've invited a couple of folks, of course, yourself as well, and Big Moose Stard, Chuckles, Duck. I think LD said he's out of town. He was actually the one that suggested this weekend, and then he ends up having to work. So still should be fun, man. I got to get out of the house for a bit.
And out the
You
house.
ready for this week? Anything exciting going on?
Yo, I'm always ready. I stay ready.
You still quiet quitting?
I've been quiet quitting, man. But I'm still looking for something else, man. I haven't seen anything out there. There's nothing really tickles my fancy, if you will. So still just kind of checking it out. So I actually applied to one, man, but then I was looking at the reviews, and I kind of know this company, and they're janky, so they hit me back, and they was like, "What's your salary requirements?" I don't know. I just put something like not too unreasonable, but over what I knew they were fucking doing. So there's like, "Hey," got back with me. Well, I think we're too far apart on the salary requirements. We'll hit you back if anything changes. So I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." It's kind of like these programs. I know that they don't last with this company. It's a little different. If I went on with them, I'd probably get laid off within 2 years or something. So,
right.
Yeah, here's what it is. But
no, nothing wrong with going in bold. Sometimes they'll match it. Sometimes they won't. I did that the last job, and they actually gave me more than I asked. So that was nice.
Oh.
So, yeah.
For you b-ball fans out there, Kansas 59, Houston 65. Final. Right now, we are in the off season for football. No picks, baby. Oh, man, another week. I wonder what it's going to be like. We shall see. It is upon us right now. Crank the cutty, bang. Oh, yeah. Are you ready? Yay.
I stay ready.
I stay ready, yeah.
I stay gay, y'all.
What?
Oh, God, what the
What are you talking about?
No.
Just playing move for real.
Oh,
all right. Well, another week in the books, folks. Jay Wiggy, what you got for us before we get out of here tonight? Any words of wisdom and our final thoughts?
Always words of wisdom, man. You know what? Let's go with this one. I got my list. Courage isn't having the strength to go on. It's going on when you have no beer left. I had this list made before we were committed to not drinking as much.
Committed, man. Cool.
Wish in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up faster, yeah. Holler at a player.
Oh, all right. Well, all of you had a good night tonight. Check out the old episodes, hit the subscribe button and follow as well. Change is still coming up in the show, guys. We're always developing things, doing things different, switching it up from time to time. Just know that that's just what happens with good shit. Because I want to be stagnant. Check out the old episodes, like I said. Hit the follow, subscribe. Hope all you guys have a great weekend out there. Come back at 9:30 in the Dirty Central Time every Monday night, and we will see you next week. At the time. Holler!
Peace.